The 1974 Washington Quarter is one of the most recognizable coins ever produced in the United States. Featuring George Washington on the obverse and the classic heraldic eagle on the reverse, millions of these coins entered circulation from the Philadelphia Mint during 1974. Most examples are only worth face value or a small premium, but every collector knows that a single unusual detail can completely change a coin's value. A rare minting error, an unusual die variety, or an exceptional combination of characteristics can transform an ordinary-looking quarter into a coin that attracts serious attention from collectors and auction houses. The first thing collectors examine is the date. A genuine 1974 quarter with the traditional eagle reverse represents the final years before the Washington Quarter design changed decades later. Coins from Philadelphia during this period normally have no mint mark, making them easy to recognize. Even though billions were produced, only a tiny fraction display unusual features that make experienced collectors stop and take a closer look. Condition is another major factor. A circulated coin showing scratches, environmental exposure, discoloration, or surface marks usually loses value compared with an uncirculated example. However, collectors never judge a coin based only on its appearance. Sometimes a damaged coin still contains an important mint error that outweighs its imperfections. That is why experienced numismatists recommend examining every detail before dismissing any old quarter. Look closely at the lettering, the date, the rim, and the eagle on the reverse. Weak strikes, doubled letters, unusual spacing, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, retained cuds, and other production mistakes can dramatically increase collector interest. These errors occurred during the minting process and cannot be created after the coin leaves the mint. Authentic errors are carefully studied and verified before receiving premium values. The Philadelphia Mint produced an enormous number of 1974 quarters, meaning ordinary examples remain common today. Most circulated coins with scratches or environmental damage are generally worth only their face value unless they possess a significant and authenticated mint error. This is why careful inspection is so important. What appears to be an ordinary coin could hide a rare feature that many people overlook. Professional grading services examine coins under magnification and determine whether unusual characteristics are genuine mint-made errors or simply damage from circulation. Authentication provides confidence to collectors and auction buyers, especially when large amounts of money are involved. Without professional verification, extraordinary value claims should always be treated with caution. Collectors also evaluate the strength of the strike. On a well-struck coin, George Washington's hair details appear sharper, while the eagle's feathers and wings on the reverse remain crisp and fully defined. Weak strikes may reduce eye appeal, but in rare cases they reveal unusual die conditions that become desirable among specialists. Environmental exposure leaves different kinds of evidence. Moisture, soil, chemicals, and improper storage may create discoloration, corrosion, or rough surfaces. These conditions usually reduce collector value because they permanently affect the metal. Nevertheless, a rare mint error remains rare regardless of later damage, which is why experts carefully separate mint-produced characteristics from post-mint damage. Some collectors search through thousands of quarters hoping to discover doubled dies. These varieties occur when the coin die receives more than one slightly misaligned impression during its creation. Genuine doubled dies display noticeable doubling on letters, numbers, or design elements. Such varieties often command premiums far above normal market prices depending on their rarity and condition. Off-center strikes provide another exciting possibility. These coins were struck while the blank planchet was not perfectly centered inside the press. The result is a dramatic appearance with part of the design missing. Large off-center errors that still display the full date usually receive strong collector interest. Die cracks and retained cuds also attract attention. As mint dies wear out after striking countless coins, cracks may develop and transfer raised lines or blobs onto the finished coin. Some collectors specifically build collections featuring these fascinating production errors because each die failure tells part of the story of the minting process. Although headlines sometimes mention spectacular auction prices, those extraordinary results almost always involve exceptionally rare mint errors, unique die varieties, or pristine certified examples. An ordinary 1974 Philadelphia quarter with scratches and environmental damage does not normally sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Claims of extremely high values require documented evidence, authentication, and competitive bidding from knowledgeable collectors. If you believe your coin has something unusual, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning removes original surfaces and frequently reduces collector value. Instead, place the coin in a protective holder and have it evaluated by a reputable professional grading service or an experienced coin dealer. Proper handling preserves any potential collectible value. Every year, collectors continue searching bankrolls, inherited collections, estate sales, and forgotten jars of change, hoping to discover a hidden treasure. While most coins turn out to be ordinary, the excitement comes from the possibility that one overlooked example could reveal an authentic mint error that has escaped attention for decades. The 1974 Washington Quarter remains an important part of American coin collecting because it represents a widely circulated issue with countless opportunities for study. Its classic eagle reverse, historical significance, and the possibility of genuine mint errors continue attracting both beginners and advanced collectors. Whether your coin shows scratches, environmental exposure, or heavy circulation, never assume its story is already finished. Examine every detail carefully, compare it with verified examples, and seek professional authentication if something appears unusual. Knowledge, patience, and careful observation remain the most valuable tools in coin collecting, and sometimes the smallest detail makes the biggest difference.